How's it going, everybody? It's Charlie and welcome back to another video on the Chatting Leeds YouTube channel. It's time for your post-match reaction to Newcastle 0, Leeds United 0, a result that I did not see coming at all. If I'm being totally honest with you, this review is going to be very brief, guys. I've got plans for New Year's Eve. I'm in the process of just getting sorted to head out soon. So it is just going to be a quick summary of the game. So just before I get into it, please smash that like button. Please subscribe if you're new to the channel as well, and share all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. So then, 0-0 draw away at St James's. A good result, really good result. As I said 3-1 Newcastle in my preview. I did expect Newcastle to be all over us. And it was a bit of a mixture. I think, the first half, especially, I thought was quite even. Thought Leeds created some decent enough chances. I thought Nyonto was really good in that first half. Thought Rodrigo even was, you could tell that he had the right ideas. He was making really good runs in the box and in the attacking area, but Leeds just couldn't find that final ball. Thought Harrison, it was interesting to see him play centrally. Thought he had a bit of a brighter game in that central space. Luke Ayling, for me, was the worst Leeds player on the pitch throughout the whole game. The guy's not good enough. I don't get why Ayling's even getting minutes in 2022, 2023, whatever you want to call it. He was getting done time after time after time by Joe Linton and St Maximin when he came on. And yeah, just wasn't his greatest of games, but I think as a backline, as a collective, I think we coped quite well, especially with Chris Wood aerially. I thought Cock and Cooper did a job on him quite well. Kept Almiron fairly quiet in the first half as well. And you can just tell the amount of difference that it makes when we've got Tyler Adams in the middle of the park, breaking up play, decent passing range. Thought Forshaw was okay, I guess. Obviously, he did come off at half time. I think that a lot of that had to do with he had a nose bleed or something, didn't he? That I don't think was able to be stopped. So on came Mark Rocker, who again was quite poor, I thought, in that second half. He was getting bullied at times, beaten to the ball way too easily for my liking. Obviously, we did make a few changes. Somerville came on, Click came on. So did Rasmus as well. Aronson is a weird one. I thought he was okay. Obviously, he had that half chance where Nyonto plays a very good ball into him in that first half, but he just couldn't get on to the end of it. Nick Pope beat him to it. I think he's quite weak on the ball as well. I think every time he gets the ball, he goes down. Whether it's a foul or not, he always seems to go down, which is a bit worrying because you need to be stronger in this league. But in the second half, I thought Newcastle were much the better team. I don't know how they didn't win the game, really, especially in that second half. Sean Longstaff had a few chances, as did Fabian Schär. I think Meslier did keep us in the game at times. Chris Wood had an amazing opportunity as well, as did Trippier, Bruno, Guimaraes, etc. Thought Almiron came into it a little bit more in that second half, but we still managed to keep him at bay quite well. Obviously, it ended up getting a little bit fiery at the end with the time wasting, which I kind of rated from Leeds, a bit of shithousery, just trying to manage the game out. You could tell that we went there to not get beat, and I understand that. I just wish we'd have maybe gone for it a little bit more in that second half. I think first half was fairly 50-50, and it was rightly 0-0. But I must admit, if I take my Leeds hat off, I think Newcastle probably deserved to win it in the second half, but it shows good grit, good fight and great determination to hang in there and get a point away at StJames'Park, which not a lot of teams have managed to do this season. So I am happy with the result, but the performances need to be getting better for me. Like I said, Mark Rocker, when he came on, misplaced passes time after time. You're getting bullied off of the ball, which isn't great. I do think he is a lot better when he's got Adams on the pitch with him, which I do still 100% believe. I thought Rasmus was not great either. I thought it was just as bad as Ayling. Really, was getting beaten too easily by St Maximin. And yeah, look, on the face of it, it's an unbelievable result, really, because I fully expected us to lose that game. It's just frustrating, obviously, that we can play so poorly against Man City. But yeah, I believe if at the time of recording this, it was 1-1 in the Man City-Everton game. So how can Everton go there and get a point, but we can't? You know, and Everton I don't see as a great side under Frank Lampard either. I'd like to think we're a better side. But anyway, look, overall, I'm fairly happy. We've ended 2022 without defeat, which is nice. Obviously, we move on to West Ham at home on Wednesday night. Obviously, they're coming into it off the back of a 2-0 home defeat to Brentford last night, which is interesting. Because they're not in the greatest bit of form. I think if we can beat West Ham, I do fear for David Moyes' job at West Ham. But as for today, look, Newcastle were the better team overall, I felt, but we dug deep, we hung in there, and we end 2022 with a point at StJames'Park. As I said, guys, I apologise that this one is just a very brief one. I'm in the process of getting sorted to head out for New Year's Eve. I hope you all have a great evening, whatever you're doing. And I will be back tomorrow night with the final say, where I will go a little bit more in-depth about today's game and how I expect the West Ham game to go as well. So if you've enjoyed this video, please smash that like button. Please subscribe and share all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. Have a great new year, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.